I'm Krishan Patel and I'm here with Matthew Monaghan and Maurice Haider as we've been given the opportunity to talk to you about what it's like to be a Vesey student. So due to these unprecedented circumstances, we're given an insight virtually rather than in the usual assembly hall. So firstly, I want to go back to when I was choosing secondary school. I recall the day when my parents asked me this tough decision, and I chose Bishop Vesey mainly because of its academic success. Then I joined Vesey and soon realised that there is much more than the academic side of the school. So throughout this video, myself, Matthew and Moonis will spend some time talking about 3 significant aspects of being a Vesey student. Number 1 will be the thriving atmosphere of community in our school. Then we'll talk about the brilliant opportunities that we have been offered as students, and finally what a day looks like for one of us. So in my opinion, community spirit is a really important part of a Vesey student's life. Without the support from my friends and the guidance from my teachers, I don't think I would have coped with the difficulty and stress in secondary school. My teachers aren't just there to do a lesson and give us homework, they're also there to help us improve and progress in general life. When I need advice, the pastoral team, all my teachers, and even the old students are there to help. In year 11, you get a chance to apply for a leadership role, so I applied and now I'm senior registrar. All the registrars and prefects collaborate as a team of students in order to support all the lower years, and I feel that Vesey has a greater atmosphere of community and togetherness because of this. We all look out for each other. Also, Bishop Vesey's has always been important in the wider community as well, giving over 100 Christmas hampers to Queen Elizabeth Hospital Birmingham charity, entering its first ever Great Midlands Fun Run team this year, and hosting many charity events in schools such as bake sales. Most recently, due to the pandemic, teachers and staff led by Mrs Bowen and Mrs Gregory from the DT department have been part of a project with other schools to create PPE for frontline workers. Also, the school's team captain Joshua Russell is hosting an online quiz for all students present and former in order to raise money for the NHS. All projects have been a huge success. So overall, this school isn't just a place where I go to learn about my subjects. I learn important life lessons, I've made lifelong friendships, and overall I feel privileged in being part of the school and the Vesey family. So now Matthew will talk about the amazing opportunities that have been offered to us throughout our time at Bishop Vesey's.
Hi, I'm Matthew, and I'll be talking to you about some of the extracurricular activities as well as the opportunities to be offered here at BVGS. I'm sure many of you will, either at previous open events or on our social media, have been excited by our huge sporting tradition. In most years we have both A teams and B teams, in rugby, hockey and cricket, which is often in the summer. In addition to this, we have rowing and cross-country teams. Members of these teams play regularly in external matches, tours and regattas, but most interestingly, in their frequent tours. Recent tours have taken senior rugby players to Japan, hockey players to the Netherlands, and cricketers to Sri Lanka. Although I can't speak from personal experience myself, not being a sportsman, I know that these tours were great fun to all those who attended, as well as being an opportunity to create new links with new people and the ability to compete abroad. Whilst talking about sports, another thing that springs to mind, of course, is the excitement of Sports Day. I'm sure many of you will have your own experiences of Sports Day from your current schools, but this will continue at BVGS. In the summer, sportsmen walk down to Windy Leisure Centre, where they will compete in events ranging from 100-metre sprint to the triple jump. This ties in with our house events and swimming gala, which Moonis will talk to you about later. Something which has been especially important to me at BVGS has been our excellent music department. Each student in Year 7 will have lessons on either a brass, woodwind or string instrument, depending on their form, as well as being able to have private lessons with the Birmingham Music Service. This gives everybody access to our brilliant ensembles, which include the wind band, orchestra, lower school choir, and guitar ensemble, to name a few. Due to the music department at Vesey, I've had the once-in-a-lifetime experience of being able to sing in Resorts World Arena, as well as annual trips to the Symphony Hall. In addition to this, there are these brilliant tours which happen annually. Recent tours have taken us to Belgium, the Netherlands and Germany, as well as last year being able to perform live in Disneyland Paris. These trips have been wonderful experiences to hundreds of students at BVGS, for which I, in particular, am very grateful for. Although an external opportunity, in years 9, 10 and lower 6th, the school offers access to the Duke of Edinburgh's Bronze, Silver and Gold Awards. This scheme is supported by members of the staff, who guided us through all the volunteering and skills stages, as well as accompanying us on expeditions. I must say that I really value being able to have this award, because of how it developed me as a person, as well as my life skills and friendships. Another external opportunity offered in Year 9 is World Challenge. This is a once-in-a-lifetime trip to either Croatia or Norway, hiking and wild camping. I went to Norway 2 years ago and have never experienced anything like it. The scenery was beautiful, but also simply the excitement and fun that we had together working as a team. I'm so thankful for this opportunity, and I know I'll never experience anything like it again. And if you were offered that in Year 9, I would definitely recommend going for it. On the subject of trips, it would be silly of me not to mention the brilliant skiing excursions which the school offers. Recent trips have taken students to Canada as well as Italy, promising an excellent experience to all, from beginners to experienced skiers. In addition to the multitude of trips and music and sports, the school is an accomplished chess team and are competitive in events hosted by, for example, the Royal Society of Chemistry, the University of Birmingham and the Maths Challenge. However, aside from all these wonderful opportunities and activities one can take part in at Vesey, I think it's important, other than the academia, the actual life skills which are developed by the staff in us as Veseyans. We have an annual careers day containing seminars and a careers fair, including big businesses like Google. This is open to all years, and while it isn't necessarily vital in the younger years, it helps you give an insight into what the working world is like in many different sectors and areas. In addition, the school hosts an annual review day where every student has an appointment with their form tutor in order to discuss not only studies, but pastoral life as well as our aspirations. In the modern world in which we live, it's often portrayed that education is now only designed to create a report card and grades, but I'd say it's the extracurricular activities alongside the pastoral efforts of the teaching staff at Vesey which will nurture you into a real person, with goals, aspirations and determination. I hope this has helped give you an insight into what life may be like as a Vizian outside the classroom, and wish you all the best through these strange, unprecedented times. I now lead you on to Moonis, who will talk to you about daily life and what it means to be a Vizian.
Hi to everyone watching. My name is Maurice Haider. I am a current Year 11 student at Bishop Vesey's, and today, as part of the virtual open evening, I'm going to be talking about my day-to-day life at school and the impact that it's had on me over the course of my almost 5 years there. I think a good place to start talking about the impression the school has left on me was the forms. From the very start at Bishop Vesey's, you will be given a house, one of red, blue, white, gold, purple or emerald. I myself am in purple house. And within your house and your group, you will have a form room and a form tutor. So what's important of all this? Well, twice a day at the school, as a student, you will have form time, and this will be time spent on preparing for the day ahead, on homework, on reading, and on other activities. And what's invaluable about this is that by spending this time with the same students in your form every day, you will quickly become close to them. I still remember when I was first joining the school, and I was worried because no one else from my school was going to Bishop Vesey's. But I quickly found people in my form that I could talk to and made friends that I'm going to have for a long time to come. And the great thing about Bishop Vesey's is that over time you also get to know people outside of your form and even outside of your year group. So for any of you guys that are worried about not knowing anyone at the school, I can say from experience that it's absolutely not something to worry about. There are plenty of people to get to know, and the school is a very welcoming place for its new students. Another thing that will very quickly bring you close to your house are the house events. These are competitions such as a game of basketball, a geography quiz, and a swimming gala, to give some examples, where you're going to be competing for points for your house. And these are fairly regular occasions and a great opportunity to go ahead and try something new. I still remember my time in the spelling bee, where I was preparing by reading a book of flowery words. I remember standing up there and trying to make sure I got every single letter correct. A bit nerdy, yes, but it's these kind of things that you really remember, and a fantastic chance to try something, to get involved, and to build your confidence. Another two things that have had an effect on me in my time at school are the clubs and the homework, actually. So firstly, clubs. There are numerous amount of clubs at Bishop Vesey's that run weekly at lunch or after school, and these are a wonderful chance to get involved in something with like-minded students, whether that be art, music, or programming. I myself have been a member of the debating club for a short while now, and that's helped me improve my ability speaking and my ability to think quickly as well. I also remember lower down in the school, I used to be a member of the strategy board game club, and while that was mostly just an opportunity to play games with my fellow students, it was also a fantastic thing that led to a love of board games that continues to this day and has left me with a multitude of pleasant memories. So obviously for those of you coming here, your time and experience might be slightly different, but I would highly recommend that you try out the clubs at the school. Another thing that has left an impact on me is the homework, actually. So you are going to get more and harder homework at Bishop Vesey's than at primary school, but as long as you take it serious enough, this is something that everyone eventually gets used to, so it's not something at all to get worried about. In fact, I can honestly say that it leads to you improving your time management skills, and it improves your ability to get things done. So I think one thing that particularly I remember is a more open-ended homework from year 7 or 8 science, where I was researching energy sources, and I was making a poster on arguing for the use of nuclear energy. So, and that research is still valuable to me to this day, because when it comes to considering issues such as whether the UK should use more nuclear energy, such as building new power plants, that research continues to inform my knowledge. And so I think I've quickly painted a brief picture of the effect and importance that my time at Bishop Vesey has had on me becoming the person that I am today. And I should say that it's only possible because of the teachers and the staff that were always there to help guide me and my development as a student. I think a good place to end is just talking about what it means to me to have been going to school for what is now almost a third of my lifetime, which is quite hard to imagine when you're first going there. You know, at this point, I do consider it my school, and it is a part of me, really. You know, just the image of the place, the arches over the doors, the depths of the hallways, the way the light comes through the windows, these are all intimately familiar to me, as if it was a kind of second home. And the only reason it feels so comfortable to me is because the school and the people there are truly kind and compassionate people. And it's that sense of belonging and support you get from being there that really allows the students to push themselves forward and to excel at what they do. So, for those of you that are coming to Vesey's, that are uncertain about what the future life may be like, I can say without a doubt that coming to Vesey's is a chance that you will not regret, and I hope you all the best should you come here. And finally, from the three of us, I'd just like to say goodbye and take care.